Hi, you able to hear my voice? Hi guys, you all able to hear my voice, right?
I can hear you, yeah.
That's good, thank you. Today we'll start the installing CQ server, and before installing one must have the Java 1.7 installed in the local. Hope you all have installed Java 1.7 in your respective local systems. Yeah, in my system Java is installed, so just hold on guys. In my system Java is installed, so I would be able to install the CQ server. Java version, what is the version? 1.8, because my current project, this is office laptop, so in my current project is running in AEM 6.1. that's the reason AEM 6.1 runs on only 1.8. that's the reason I will install AEM 6.1, but I will share you people CQ5.6.1 to install. The installation of both servers is same, nothing is difference. So before installing, check your Java version whether Java is installed or not first. If it is installed, it must be 1.7. And what is the CQ? CQ is completely a jar file, not executable file. CQ is a jar file which is shared from Adobe. The jar file will be look like this is how you will get the server jar file. This is the first one is jar file around 470 MB. The second one is license of your server. This is a training license. This license file will contain your license key. This is the license key, and this is the version. This is your CQ server version. And the customer name and this product name you can give. Product name will be definitely Adobe AEM, Adobe Experience Manager. The customer name you can give something XXXXX or some whatever it is, because this customer name whichever you give here will be tracked by the Adobe, so don't give IGT. It will be a blame situation for me, so don't give IGT. Just give some your company name or else some XXX. This is what the license license.properties. This is the jar file. There are three ways in starting the CQ server. There are three ways in starting the CQ server. how you can start your CQ server. The first way is just double click your jar file. From command line as in command mode. Third one is plus GUI mode. This is basically purely a GUI mode. Second one is command line mode. Third one is command line plus GUI mode. These many ways you can start your CQ server. Means you can install CQ server in your local. The first way I will show you. Just double click the jar file. The first way what I will show you is double clicking only. Just I double clicked. If you observe in file system, the backend file system, automatically there is one folder is created. Hope you are able to see that folder in the backend. That is CRX-quick start. This is purely a GUI mode, graphical user interface mode. So what is happening in the backend? Server is exploding, means preparing the installation structure in the backend inside the CRX-quick start folder. It is extracting all the server related stuff, configuration and bin folders, jar files, and it's preparing the persistent manager in the backend automatically. It is creating the entire server structure in the backend if you observe under the CRX-quick start. In the UI mode, in the GUI, in the graphical user interface, this status bar is indicating the server status, server startup progress. The message is showing you that starting quick start on port 4502. Now I will explain you. Let it start. I will explain you guys what is this naming convention. Very important for you. I'll ask the questions in next sessions on this. The naming convention of the jar file is very important. Without this convention, you cannot start CQ server. CQ server version hyphen and server server. Very important. One is author mode. The second one is publish mode. Now I have started jar file. I have double clicked it. In which mode? See, the server automatically picked one browser window. New window in a default browser. I'm repeating. When the server startup process is completed, automatically CQ server picks a new tab in a default browser, new tab. If no browser is opened, automatically it opens a new window. In that window, it picks a new tab. In new tab, automatically it goes to login page. It navigates to login page. Okay, we'll log in. Later on, we'll log in. Now, I was explaining you guys the modes of the server. One is author mode, one is publish mode. If you observe this, what is the server version here? According to this convention, CQ server version. What is the server version here? AM610 means 6.1.0. What is server mode? In which mode I am running? This is hard-coded values, boss. These are hard-coded values. You have to hard-code here. If it is a publish mode, just you have to write it here, publish mode. Just publish. After that, there is a hyphen. After the P. After P, there is a numeric number that indicates a port. That indicates a port. Default port for author is 4502. Means not default means you can give anything. Before starting here, you can give your port if you want, but the convention from Adobe and widely accepted thing is default everyone uses 4502 for author. For publish 4503. This is not mandatory, boss. You can give whatever you want. But the preferred way to give the port is 4502 for author, 4503 for publish mode. My server is started automatically without asking any license key. Here, automatically redirected to the login window. Why? In a browser cookies, lot more times I have started the servers for different sessions. That's the reason browser stored that as a cookie inside the browser. If I delete entire cookies, whole cookies, entire cookies beginning of time, definitely it might have asked the license. Somewhere it has stored as a cookie. That's the reason it has not asked for me. When you start in your local system, it might be the first time in your local system. So definitely it will prompt you for license key and the customer name. When it prompts for the license key, don't forget that give this as a license key. And the customer name as your company name or some XXX, whichever you want. When you give license key properly, then only it will take you to the login page. Otherwise, it will throw an error like invalid license key like. So you have to provide proper license key. Customer name can be anything, but license key is very important. Okay, everything is fine. Assuming that I have given proper license key, my server is started and it is up and running. It has navigated to the login page. What is the default username and password? Is the password. Username and password are by default whatever it is, either public server or author server. Admin. Later on, if you want, you can change it. I will show you how to change the password for admin and for other users also. As admin, you can create users. I have given admin as a password. Sign in. Clicking on sign in. I am signing in. The first, when you sign in, automatically the system takes you to the projects.html/projects.html. Hope already we have seen all these consoles in detail. These all are the touch UI consoles. If you want to do anything specific in a desktop, just click on this desktop icon. This is a desktop. If you access in mobile, the CQ, so you can work on these consoles. If you want to work on a desktop, just go to classic UI. This is a classic UI. Here all the consoles will be available, all the integrational consoles. Already we have seen most of the consoles here. Right side, just few consoles are left. In that reports, replication, publications, manuscripts. Each one by one we will see when we work on each section. Here you will get a server version information. Guys, please read this. What is the server? 6.1.0. This is something extra session. 6.1.0 is the version, basic version. This is the latest server. That's the reason 2016. If you observe here, 2016, the year is all rights reserved. If you want dig much information, you can go to license information here. Also, you can find most of the license information at where? /system/console. Go here. In YJ bundle or else in main. Somewhere I have shown you guys license information, yeah, system information and licenses. Here also you can read much if you want. This how we start the server in GUI mode. The default port what you need to give 4502. If you want to change the default port, right click. You can change before starting. After starting, if you change also, it will not affect. Remember. Why? Because once you started the server, automatically it has exploded. Server has exploded. See, inside it has created lot of folder structure. If you go to bin, if you go to start.bat file, see the 4502. The jar file name, whichever you give the port after the P, that will be taken into consideration, and in all locations of server, the 4502 will be used as a default port. The first time itself you have to take care, not after starting a server. If you want your server to be started on another port, so when you start the server first time itself, you have to change this. That's how. Just hold on 1 second. Sorry, I'm back. Yeah, at the time of first time when you start the server, you have to take care. You are the responsible whether the server to be started in publish mode or in author mode, and on which port you want to run. All these things you need to consider. The first scenario is over. What is the first scenario? Just double clicking a jar file in GUI mode. Yes, that is done. We have completed that thing. Now start the server. To start the server, just here switch button is there, like electric switch. You have here button, just off it. Automatically the server shown the shutdown is in progress like a message, and server is getting shut down. Server got shut down. Now try to access this URL. Still you got it. Why? Because in the backend server is still shutting down. It will take some time to shut down completely. See, Java process still running because server is not yet shut down successfully. Let it shut down properly. It will take some time. When you are not getting this page, means your server is successfully shut down. Yes, your server is shut down successfully. That is the one way starting the server in GUI mode with a 4502 port. Server is exploded. Next time I want to start my server in a publish mode. Sorry, I want to start my server in a command mode. Later we'll see publish mode. Forget about publish mode. Again I will show you publish mode, how to start the publish mode and how to change the port number. We'll see in another scenarios, later scenarios. Now the scenario is starting the server in command mode. Open the command prompt. This is my command prompt. Open it in administrator mode. It is good, but you can still open in a normal mode as well. But server will not suck later with the lack of privileges. If you start with admin mode, that will be good. Now yeah, this is a new window I opened. Now navigate to the location where your server jar file is available. Copy this and navigate to the location where you are, where your jar file is available. First, what is the advantage of running the CQ server in command mode? First, we should know the advantage. Otherwise, why we should go for this command mode? It's a little bit tough, right? Just rather than clicking a jar file, it is a little bit tough. Double clicking jar file is easy, right? Why we should go is when you want additional parameters, like you want 1 GB memory for your server. In that heap is around 500 MB and rest will be for server static memory and other method calls and blah blah blah. Means memory parameters you can set up in a command mode. And if you want to start the server in debug mode, Very important concept. Most of the CQ developers doesn't know how to debug Java code in CQ. Little bit tough actually, starting the server in debug mode and connecting to the Eclipse. Debug your Java code. If you want to debug your Java code, start server in debug mode. If you want to start your server in debug mode, you have only one option. That is command mode. Starting the server, that is starting CQ in command mode. So why you have to go for command mode? These are the advantages, basic advantages. So that's the reason you have to go to command mode. Let me start my CQ server in command mode. I have commands, this memory command and all these commands we need to give. And okay, this is the command node. And here is your jar file is available. Okay, the star will not work. All the list files. ls also is not working like Linux. Okay, fine. Here is my jar file, right? am6.1/author. am6.1/author. Your jar file is this one. Now start the server. Java. Now set your memory parameter. -xmx colon xmx and the size of the memory which you want. 1024 M. 1024 M in the sense 1024 MB. Got it? 1024 MB, that is. If you want 2048 means 2 GB, you can mention here. If you have that much RAM, you can give 2 GB as well. -jar space and your jar file name. This is the jar file. Getting Java space any parameters. If you have, mention all parameters, like memory parameter I mentioned as of now. Later in later sessions, when we get a Java related stuff, Java development, we will debug Java code. To debug that Java code, we have to start the server in debug mode. To start the server in debug mode, we have to add some parameters here. That time we will add debug parameters, debugging parameters. As of now, I am starting server with an increased memory. Now start your CQ server. See, your server is getting started and you are able to see the startup log. Control C to shut down the quick start server. Server startup is not yet over. It is still starting. You will get a message. If server is up, you must be able to this, right? See, startup is in progress. Your server is not complete up and running. Now, in this mode, there is no UI. You will not get the status. See, automatically it has picked the window, new tab in the window. It has opened in a new tab with a projects.html. It has not asked the second time. Immediately when I start the server, it has not asked for login and license key because all those things have been stored as a cookies. Okay. If you clear the cache, browser cache, like Control Shift Delete, beginning, definitely it will prompt. CQ will prompt for username and password. Now the server startup is complete. Your server is up and running. If you want to read the information, what is the port 4502 here? The memory parameter which you have given. This is how you can start your server in command mode, where you can add a memory parameters and debugging parameters and many more. So now we increased a memory. We allocated 1 GB memory for your CQ in RAM. So obviously your server performance will be fast. Obviously your server performance will be fast. By default, I think 512 MB will be picked by CQ if you start in GUI mode. So now the server speed will be doubled. Am I correct? We have given 1 GB. Hope you got the scenario. Why we started the server in command mode. Command plus GUI mode. Now we'll start CQ in command mode in GUI mode. Command plus GUI mode. To shut down the server in command mode, press Ctrl plus C. I pressed Ctrl plus C. So it is shutting down. It will take time. See, shutdown hooks started. All daemon threads are getting ended. See, your server is shut down, aborting, exiting, main process, exited, aborted. Your server is down. Now access this. See, your CQ server is down. You have shuttered down your server successfully. Done. This is the second type of starting CQ server is over from command line. Now command line plus GUI mode, that is easy. Command prompt, just go to the path where your server is. This is the path, your CQ server. Just type the command -xmx 1024 m-jar and mention your jar file space here see here observe -gui. Give this property or else as a parameter. Now press enter. See, in the backend it is starting in command mode, but in the UI you are able to see the status bar. So this is command mode plus GUI mode. Previously in pure command mode you are not able to see the status, whether server is starting and what is the status, whether it is stuck or else starting properly or not. This is command mode plus GUI mode. When it reaches here, automatically it picks the default browser with a new window. It has logged in automatically. This is what starting the CQ server means, installing the CQ server. This is how we install the CQ server in your local. And I want to explain you one scenario. If you guys observe, the first time itself server took a lot of time to get started because it has exploded all the folder structure in your local file system. Means it has prepared all the server structure in your local system. The second time onwards, when you start the CQ server, it checks whether the folder is there or not, exploded folder with a crx-quick start name. If it is there, automatically it analyzes that folder and it tries to start the CQ server immediately. The folder with the name CQ-quick start does not exist. Automatically a new folder with the name crx-quick start will be exploded. Means the basic scenario is just it will check with the name crx-quick start. If it is there, it will start the existing one. If it is not there, it will create a new folder. The first time it did not exist in a author folder. That's the reason it has exploded. So it took a lot of time for the first time to start the CQ server. This how, guys, we start the CQ server in author mode with the port 4502. Now we'll start the publish server. I'm deleting the existing quick start. I have deleted successfully. Now see, if you observe the naming convention of the jar file, the first one is what? CQ server version. That is AEM 6.1.0. Leave it. That is fine. Hyphen. Now the server mode is what? Publish. PUBLISH. Publish mode. And the port is now here. What is the port? P separated with a port. See, publish hyphen port is 4502. As I said, we can change the port. For example, now I am changing port to 4502 only. Let's see. I double clicked. It has thrown error. Why? Hope you are able to see this error message. Just read this message. What you understood? There is no available port on 4502 because your author server already has been started up and running on 4502 port. Means your Windows operating system already allocated that 4502 port to one process. So that port address is not available. So it has thrown the error. Man, use another port. This port is already allocated for one process. So click OK. Delete this quick start because this is error folder. This is generated with error. Right click, rename it. Default convention we use is 4503. But still, if you want, you can use another port also, 4504. I'm using, but it's not good practice. You can use it, no restriction, but by convention we use 4503. Now this is publish. If you want, you can change it to author just by renaming. Now I have double clicked the server. It is exploding the crx-quick start because it is not there in a local file system in the current folder structure. The server is being exploded. The first time it takes a lot of time. As I said initially, it is preparing the server folder structure in the backend. So successfully we are starting the servers in our local as author and publish modes. Mostly from tomorrow onwards, we will start creating, not mostly, we'll start tomorrow creating a application structure. We'll start development of application in CQ. After development of application in CQ, we'll start the website structure creation and web pages and authoring those web pages in author server. Once everything is fine in author server, we'll move those pages to the live server and testing whether those pages are proper or not in live server also we will check. I will show you few things in live environment, means in actual application development. Actually there are lots of servers we are working. These are all the servers, guys. This is the live server. Currently we will be rolling out one application on January 13th. That will be Casino, www.casinobarcelona. Yes, this application we will be delivering soon. I'll explain you things with the live examples. Just hold on. I'll show that application which we will be delivering to the live. I'm connecting to my VPN. Meanwhile, starting this publish server, I am explaining all these things instead of wasting the time. Passwords. Sorry, I was not able to show you. I'm not able to connect to the VPN. That's the reason. We will be delivering the application very soon to the live environment. That I will show you. All the pages are not accessible because I'm not on VPN. Sorry, guys. I'll show you next session. These are all the servers we are working. This is live server. This is publish server. That's the reason it is running on 4503. We have more than one publish server, not only one publish server. See, this is 175.4503. Means this server is sitting in 175 IP. This publish server is sitting in 174 IP. This is 4503. Mostly, in most of applications, all the publish servers will run with the default and recommended port by Adobe, that is 4503. This is 4503. And this is 4502, author server. Actually, we have author servers also, a lot of author servers, not one. This is a very big application. That's the reason more than one publish servers and more than one author servers are there. I will show you this with a live example in next session. Today I'm not able to connect to my Office VPN. I don't know, it's getting failed due to network issues, I think. Yeah, our publish server is up, still it is running. Not able to connect to this VPN. Tomorrow or next sessions I will show you that. Yeah, I'll show you all the things with a live application, don't worry, with a live comparison. Training application may be simple and small applications, but I'll show you live applications, how live environment and live CQ applications will work, how the development goes, how the dispatcher will be there, how to clear the caching, how more than one CQ instance will serve the user requests with the same response. We'll see, that is load balancing technique. Yeah, we started the server. The server is started successfully, that is publish server on 4504 if you observe. Now automatically it has picked the default browser with a new window. If you observe, as it is a publish server which is running in publish mode, it has not taken you to the projects.html. If you observe here, it is not a projects.html, which is a default application that is provided by the CQ server. It will take you to that URL, and here you will get sign in or register. Here you will get the register option or register or sign in option. For the for the publish server also, the username password will be admin and sign in. Save the password. If you observe, as it is a publish server, there is no edit mode in the pages. There is no sidekick in the right side. Means you cannot edit anything in publish servers. Nothing is editable. Everything just view purpose only. As it is a publish server, this is the endpoint for the customer, right, or end user. So there won't be any edit modes. The thing, whichever you want to edit, all the things you have to do in an author server and just replicate it, or else activate it, or else move it from author to the live server. Nothing is editable here. No page is editable. Go to site admin, access some page from geometrics. This is geometrics outdoor, just now I have shown, but I will show you from geometrics standard site. This is geometrics English, some page, whatever it is. Here no more sidekicks, no more nothing, no more sidekick in the right side if you observe, as it is a publish server. Just everything is in not editable mode only. This is what the publish server. This is how we start the server in publish mode. Just change your mode to the publish mode in the jar file before starting your CQ server. This license.properties is very important. Without this license.properties, you will not be able to start the CQ server. Guys, the server which we will share may not contain license key, but I am giving you the license information in the chart bar itself. I have pinged you in the chart bar. It will contain, but in case it doesn't contain, you may face a problem in starting the server. That's the reason in advance I share the license information as well, but don't share the server with other pupils because it is licensed server. So it is not good practice of sharing and falling in other hands, falling in a false hands. As it is a training, just in behind of my company I'm giving it. My company even doesn't know that I'm sharing this with you people. So don't share further. Don't make the server dilute with your friends, and don't share it simply. This is how we start the server in CQ server. This is the installation of CQ. Elaborately I explained you people with each step. Tomorrow we may have questions in this. See, if you observe here, if you observe exploded folder, see the lots of things has been exploded. Bin contains quick start.bat file. Through the start.bat file also we can start the server. We'll see how to start. First we have to learn how to start the CQ server in debug mode. After that I'll show you how to start the CQ server from the start.bat file even. And this is configuration stuff. Sling.properties. quick start properties. You can explore, but I don't want to show this folder structure because this is 6.1. This folder structure and your AEM 5.6.1 folder structure definitely and absolutely is different. So just dig the things on your own. Or else if you share your screen, one of your laptop screen, I can explain you people. Once you install successfully in your local systems, and if you share your screen with exploded folder, I'll explain folder by folder of 5.6.1 server. This is how the installation goes. Anyone is having any doubt in installation of CQ? Guys, tomorrow we will have session around 2 hours. Hope come up with that mind that tomorrow we'll have a long session like around 2 hours. Will you be able?
Fine with me.
Hello?
I'm okay. 2-hour session. That's okay.
Okay. And
tomorrow is Saturday, so we'll have session tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we will have session tomorrow.
Okay.
And that too will be a little bit long. Like tomorrow we'll start creating application. Guys, I request you, I suggest you first, do not miss the tomorrow session because tomorrow we'll start creating first application in CQ.
Okay.
We'll start the application structure. Tomorrow I'll explain how to how to create application structure. That is very important. In the next sessions I won't repeat it. That's the reason. Please attend it. Without fail.
Okay, so where should we get the the server file?
Yeah, now only wait. Just hold on. Today, had anyone shared? Imran is there. Imran, you there? Or else Shafiqul? Is there Shafiqul?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess today you people didn't get the server?
I didn't. I just got only one slide.
Oh, it is ridiculous. I don't know what this institute people are doing. Now only we will send the server as well. Through Dropbox, I will share the server because I can't send a 470 MB, right? It is around 470 or...
I know. So Dropbox, you need my ID?
Yeah, ping some ID or else Imran.
Imran, you can put in the Dropbox and give us the link. Yeah.
Imran ID is there. It's good actually if we share with him so that he can, which in turn he can share with others, rest of the people as well. I can't share with individual, right? So it is good to share with Imran. Imran is there around?
Looks like he's there, but I'm not sure.
Okay, you guys can contact me or okay. Okay, all right. We can get in touch with that in that contact. Okay, guys. We'll see.
Where to get the jar file to install the SQL Server?
We will share a Dropbox link, a Dropbox live drive link from where you can download it and you can work with that. Okay.
So where will you share? We need to send email to you.
Yeah, just send a test mail to that. Then I'll share that further. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.